blue like the flavor Polar Punch. A Polar Punch icy. Let me lick your hair. Like, you're telling me this fucker doesn't taste like fucking blueberry? Reapers, what is good? It's your boy Laser. You guys are back with another scary reaction video. Using the scary content, so I continue to do the laugh. You guys, right now, 5 nightmarish facts about Yetis. Guys, the Yeti, or that white-ass hairy beast, you know, technically the snow version of Bigfoot. We're that straight. If you enjoy scary content, using more scary reviews and features, slipping, subscribe, and turn the notification bell icon. I also stream every night on Twitch. Go check out streams, fucking amazing. Let's dive straight in this video. Here we go, number 5.
For many years, locals and travellers alike have reported tales of a huge ape-like creature living in the snowy wilderness in Nepal. So, from historical sightings to searches for this mysterious creature, here are 5 things you need to know about the Yeti,
here we go.
aka the Abominable Snowman.
Bro's doing
Sit back.
Jordan hops, man. Crazy.
Yeti description. The Yeti and the Abominable Snowman are one and the same thing. Not to be confused with the Sasquatch, which is an entirely different entity. The Yeti is said to be an ape-like creature, described as taller than the average human, muscular and covered in light-coloured...
Totally not Photoshop, am I right? This actually looks real. This actually doesn't look Photoshop. I think it's just a person dressing up as one, but either that or it's Photoshop. Look at those teeth. Oh my god.
Thick fur. Although there are variations on this, with some convinced its fur is much darker, possibly grey or even reddish, and it's been likened more to a bear than an ape. There are also disparities in its stance, with some reports of a tall upright beast, while others are convinced it is smaller and walks on all 4s, and only stands when threatened or fearful. Although one thing most are agreed on is its territory. It resides in the Himalayan regions of Nepal, Bhutan and Tibet, and has been part of the culture of the indigenous people of that region for centuries. However, it wasn't until the 19th century that stories of the Yeti first emerged worldwide, and became a fascination in popular culture.
Look at those teeth.
And in turn entered the realms of modern mythological creatures and monsters. It was this fascination that gave the Yeti its alternative name, the Abominable Snowman, when in 1921, journalist Henry Newman interviewed members of the British Mount Everest reconnaissance expedition, who claimed to have encountered large footprints that their guides called 𝐂𝐚𝐳𝐿. Translated, this...
What you holding there, buddy? What you holding there? No, like, I think the Yeti is literally just a snow version of Bigfoot. Basically the snow version of Bigfoot, you know what I'm saying? Look at that hair, bro. Holy shit. A hairy-ass beast.
This means man-bear snowman. However, Newman mistakenly thought it meant filthy snowman, so he changed it to Abominable Snowman, and the term stuck. Generally, scientists regard the Yeti as a legend, but until there is conclusive proof it doesn't exist, then there is a chance that all these rumours and reports you'll hear about are true.
Number 4.
Science. The Yeti is one of the world's most popular cryptids, up there with Bigfoot and the Loch Ness Monster, and scientists and conspiracy theorists have long debated its existence. Over the years, unexplained footprints, elongated bones, and strange tufts of hair,
looks like tapeworms,
all seem to indicate that an undiscovered species was living in the Himalayan wilderness. However, in 2017, reports emerged claiming that the Yeti was just a bear. With the help of modern science, scientists tested samples from museums and private collections that purported to be remains of Yetis. A scrap of skin, said to be from the paw of a Yeti, proved to be an Asian black bear, and a femur bone found in a cave in Tibet belonged...
Why was it like... It looked like it was painted. I know like some bones are like yellow. The way the bone looked, it looked like it was like painted.
to a Tibetan brown bear. They also tested various Yeti hair, teeth, bone, and fecal matter samples.
Look at those teeth. Oh my god. Look at those teeth. Oh my god. Those are human teeth, right? Look at this sack of shit.
All of which belong to either Asian black bears, Himalayan or Tibetan brown bears. In fact, every so-called Yeti sample they tested proved to originate from a species known to science. But if you're a believer, then don't lose hope. There's plenty more from the opposite side that points to it being real.
Number 3.
Encounters with a Yeti. Despite hundreds of expeditions into the remote mountainous regions of the Himalayas, the existence of the Yeti remains unproven. However, there have been a few unexplained sightings and footprints over the years, so let's take a look at the more convincing ones. The first public report of a Yeti sighting came in 1925, when Greek photographer N.A. Tombazi claimed to have witnessed a Yeti at 15,000 feet in the Himalayas. In a statement, Tombazi described what he saw. Unquestionably, the figure in outline was exactly like a human being, walking upright and stopping occasionally.
He's a hiker, my guy. That boy's hiking. Hiking his way to glory, just like me. Gotta climb through the fire to get to the diamond, you know what I'm saying? That made no sense. What the fuck? That made no sense. You gotta climb through the avalanche. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. But I mean, you all know that saying, you gotta go through the fire to get to the diamond. I mean, whatever, however you want to say this.
Root or pull at some bushes. It showed up dark against the snow, and as far as I could make out, wore no clothes. The sightings caused quite a stir, although Tombazi himself did not believe that he had seen a Yeti. Instead, he thought the figure he observed was a travelling hermit. During the Second World War, a Polish soldier claimed he escaped from a Siberian gulag and travelled through the Gobi Desert.
Did he clutch it? He clutched that 1v1?
Tibet and the Himalayas to get to British India. In a debated account of his journey that featured in his ghost-written book, The Long Walk, he claims that as he was walking across the Himalayas, his path was blocked by 2 Yetis. In 1951, a respected British explorer called Eric Shipton was looking for an alternative route up Mount Everest when he stumbled across a large footprint that appeared to be hominoid. He took photos of the print, placing a pickaxe next to it for comparison. The pictures caused a sensation and renewed the public interest in the existence of the Yeti. Now this last one, I'll let you draw your own conclusion. It surfaced in 2016.
But he's just going to take a piss. It's raining hard as fuck outside. Oh no, it's the Yeti. No, but look. That boy's just going for a piss, man. Dude, I don't know why, but... oh, this photo just makes me... I love it.
And went viral online. The large shaggy white figure, walking upright, was allegedly spotted roaming the slopes of a ski resort in northeastern Spain. Remarkably, there was some debate about what the creature could be, with some suggesting it was a polar bear, while others were convinced it was a real Yeti. On the other hand, it could just be a complete hoax. What do you think?
You tell me.
History of the
narrator.
Yeti. Although the name, Abominable Snowman, is a modern term, the Yeti has been around for centuries, and its origins can be traced back to pre-Buddhist Eastern civilizations. In particular, those who lived in the Himalayan mountain region, and in some communities, the Yeti was a revered glacier being, known as the god of the hunt. In 326 BC, it's alleged that Alexander the Great demanded to see a Yeti when he conquered the Indus Valley in the northwestern regions of South Asia. However, the locals told him it was not possible because the creature could not survive at that low an altitude. Although in most ancient accounts, the Yeti is a figure of danger, and like most legends, terrifying encounters were told of an ape-like...
I see blue. Blue like the flavor Power Punch. A Power Punch icy. Let me lick your hair. Like, you're telling me this fucker doesn't taste like fucking blueberry? Blueberry kind of candy? You're telling me that's not kind of candy?
like creature that carried a large stone as a weapon and made a whistling swoosh sound. Often these tales were recounted around campfires and to warn children of the dangers of wandering off on their own. So from a young age, people who lived in the mountainous areas of the Himalayas had been brought up to believe in the hidden dangers of this ape-like creature that supposedly inhabited their region. Consequently, when Western mountaineers started to travel to the Himalayas in the 19th century, the myth evolved further and further, and the Yeti was portrayed as a terrifying bipedal hybrid that should be avoided. At local Buddhist monasteries, the Yeti is worshipped and believed in although they think that you cannot always see it. And at 𝐂𝐚𝐳𝐿 Monastery,
Dear Yeti, please go attack all the people that did me wrong in the past. Please. Can you, stomp on them? Scratch them to death? No, but everything that happened to me in the past just happened for me. Everything happens for our greater good. That's why I don't trip when bad things happen to me anymore. It's all just happening for me. Everything happens for a reason. I know my current destination isn't my final destination. I know the storm I'm currently in isn't going to last forever. I always say everything happens for a reason. No, always work. Things always somehow work out in the end. It's true. Like, I always notice, like, no matter who you are, I don't know who's watching this. I don't know if you're a good person in a shitty situation. I don't know. You're just going through rough shit. Whatever it is, like, it always works out in the end, bro. Like, everything happens for a reason. Even if it makes no sense, you'll look back and realize that it still happened for a reason. And just because something bad happens doesn't mean it still didn't happen for a reason. Just because something that made no sense happened. Life is just a massive chain of cause and effects. Life is literally, there is no such thing as free will. Life is predetermined. Our lives are predetermined. Because everything that ever will happen in the future is going to have a cause and effect to it. There's no such thing as free will. Everything happens for a fucking reason, bro. Literally. And you're probably like, well, I just changed my mind. That still happened for a reason. There was a cause and effect to that. So it's like, we're all just living in like a massive flow state, basically. I say this all the time.
there is a supposed Yeti scalp kept in a special box.
And what the fuck is that? Is that a fucking... Dude, look at this hairy rock, guys. Look at this rock. There's some holes there. Boop, boop, boop.
Although the monks are very reluctant about showing it to outsiders.
Weird.
Truth or myth? Looking at all the evidence, how likely is it that the Yeti does actually exist? Could it just be a myth that has been exaggerated over the years? Or is there really a bipedal, half-man, half-bear, or white ape living quietly in the freezing wilderness of the Himalayas? After all, every legend and story has to come from somewhere, and the Yeti is not a modern phenomenon, being one of the most enduring monster mysteries of all. While many Yeti sightings have been debunked, there is still some unexplained physical evidence that may support its existence, such as unfamiliar tracks, hairs, tree damage, and other unidentified remains. The existence of the Yeti has baffled historians and explorers for decades, and with the belief that there are a lot of creatures that are still undiscovered, who's to say the Yeti is not one of them?
Like, we want to fucking explore different planets, bro, but we haven't explored our own planet yet. Like, yeah, there's definitely a shit ton of creatures out there. Like, mostly, like, marine type creatures, you know what I'm saying?
Maybe some kind of hybrid bear or ape species. With modern science now able to extract DNA from even the oldest remains, if this creature does exist, then eventually it will be found. And there certainly is no shortage of cryptid enthusiasts who are fascinated by the subject and who are keen to continue searching. The question is, do you think the Yeti, the big white ape-like creature, is residing in the snowy wilderness?
Look at those eyes, bro. Blue eyes.
So that's 5 things you need to know about...
Well, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Which one of those nightmarish facts about Yetis was most interesting to you? Here's reaction content. These are more videos and features to do. I'll see you next one. Peace.